Here at John Banks, Suzuki, Ipswich and Bury St Edmunds, we're super excited about the announcement of the first electric vehicle for Suzuki, the all-electric Vitara. We can't wait to see that car in real life. However, Suzuki haven't forgotten about their existing hybrid Vitara. The car has had an update for 2024, which has given it some new styling, more tech and more equipment across the range, as well as being even more economical. So in today's video, I'm going to outline all the changes, and if that sounds good, then please keep watching. And if you like new car reviews and car content, you're in the right place. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Want to check out the new Vitara for yourself? Then you can do that by getting in contact with Bury St Edmunds or Ipswich Suzuki. I'll pop their details in the description box down below. So when we're comparing two models, it's pretty difficult to do it without seeing the existing car. Perfect, that's now much easier to see the key differences between the two different models. I've also tried to keep the specifications as close together as possible. So on the left hand side, we have the existing Suzuki Vitara in the outgoing top spec SZ5 trim. And then on the right hand side, we have the new Suzuki Vitara in the new top spec Ultra trim level. In an effort to make the car buying process as simple as possible, just like on the new Swift, the new Vitara is available in just two simple trim levels, which are both very highly specified. You have the Ultra, and then you also have the Motion trim level, which I'll go into in a bit more detail later on, what you get included on both of those cars. You can also choose between manual and automatic, or all-wheel drive and two-wheel drive, but once again, we'll talk about that when I drive the new Vitara. But let's talk about design, and where better to start than around the front, because I think that's where the design changes are really apparent. It's very clear that the new car has a much more imposing and much more modern feel. You have this wider and more aggressive front bumper, which is finished in this high gloss black, and then you have just the touches of chrome. You have the chrome bar along the bottom, and then you have this chrome bar which runs all along the centre and is separated by the Suzuki badge. Now on the existing car, it looks great, but it's certainly not quite as flashy as the new model. You have a lot of this black plastic used instead of the new high gloss. You also have this vertical chrome grille pattern and a Suzuki badge which sits on its own. However, you do have similar chrome bars which run along the top and also lower down in the bumper. What I love about the new car is that chrome bar which runs along the middle actually runs all the way into the lights, which feels much more cohesive than the slight blue flashes that you'll find in the existing car. You'll also notice that the fog lamps have moved. So on the old model, you have the round spotlight style fog lamps, and on the new car, they've been moved into the main headlamps, which gives it a much cleaner look. I'm really digging the new style, but let me know, what do you think about it down below? So those are the key changes around the front of the Suzuki Vitara. But on this new Ultra trim, you'll also find some redesigned 17-inch alloy wheels. They're still two-tone and diamond cut, but I think you'll agree that they look a lot more stylish. So that's all the changes around the front. So why don't we check out the back? And here is where the game of spot the difference becomes a little bit more difficult, because not as much has changed around the back of the Vitara as it has done around the front, although you do have the addition of now a much bigger and larger rear spoiler, which, especially with this two-tone paintwork, I think completely changes the back of the car. Despite being exactly the same in every way compared to the outgoing model, it just adds a little something. Now, when it comes to practicality, the boot space that you'll find in the new Vitara is pretty much exactly the same as the outgoing car. And that means up to 362 litres in the mild hybrid models and slightly less in the full hybrid. The load area sits nice and flush for easy access. This model, being the full hybrid, does feature less underfloor storage due to the batteries. You will, however, find a couple of tether down points, a 12-volt outlet and luggage hooks. When it comes to interior changes, there is one significant big difference. But when it comes to fit and finish, that's all pretty much exactly the same. You still get these really nice seats on the Ultra trim, which feature the cloth down the centre, and then you get this leather effect around the edges with the contrasting white stitching. You also get a leather wrapped armrest and a leather wrapped gear selector, as well as some leather across the dashboard. You also get this really nice chrome effect, which is just running across the dash. Now, the big change when it comes to this latest generation is the new infotainment system. This is now much larger and has very much improved.
The outgoing model featured a 7-inch screen, which whilst easy to use was rather basic and had limited usability. The new screen has grown to 9 inches. It's still clear and easy to use, but it now has way more functions for displaying the car's economical performance. It can also be used alongside the Suzuki Connect app, which lets you monitor many of the car's functions via a smartphone.
However, whilst the infotainment system has changed, the climate controls haven't, and that means you still get physical, really easy to use climate control functions, which are great when driving. You also get plenty of buttons which are physical on the steering wheel. On the left hand side you'll find your volume controls, as well as your Bluetooth functions underneath. On the right hand side you'll find your adaptive cruise control, and down here you'll find a shortcut to your lane assist. You'll also still find paddles for turning up and down your gears behind the steering wheel. On the right hand side behind the wheel, you'll find buttons for functions like your eco mode, and also other functions for all of your anti-collision warning and some of your safety systems. Safety systems have also been improved for this latest generation car.
A new driver monitoring system has been introduced to help reduce drowsiness and distractions. The anti-collision braking has also been upgraded, alongside intelligent speed assistance, and new for 2024, high beam assist is standard on all models.
But that isn't all that's changed. Some of the specification has also been improved, including a new rear view mirror, which is also auto dimming. And you'll also find Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which previously was only wired. However, the new models are also available in wireless. But that's not all. Let me quickly run through the different specifications for both the Motion and the Ultra trim.
Motion models will come with LED headlamps, blind spot monitors, traffic sign recognition, rear cross-traffic alert and adaptive cruise control. It also features satellite navigation, keyless entry and start, as well as a rear view camera as before. It now also gets rear parking sensors too. The Ultra model then adds a panoramic sunroof, front sensors as well as rear, and electric folding door mirrors. The Vitara is now hybrid as standard with improved fuel economy and lower CO2 output. Mild hybrid manual models have up to a 9% improvement on fuel economy, resulting in a 53.2 mile per gallon figure in the two-wheel drive model. The full hybrid automatic car has also received a 6% improvement in fuel economy, equaling 56.4 mile per gallon combined. CO2 emissions have also been lowered throughout the range.
So there you have it. Those are the new key changes to the new Suzuki Vitara. It's been updated in its styling, in its tech, and of course it's now more efficient. But let me know, what do you think of the changes to the new Vitara? Pop it in the comments down below. Either way, if you've been looking at a new Vitara or anything else in the Suzuki range, then head over to our website at johnbanks.co.uk or click the link down below in the description box to talk to one of our sales associates about coming and test driving the new Vitara. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. And if you want to see more, then make sure you're subscribed to the John Banks Review YouTube channel. Until next time, guys. See you later.